Welcome to Inspired Memoirs, and today I have my son. I have two kids. He's my oldest, and we are preparing for his birthday. His birthday is April the 30th, and we are also getting ready to leave middle school and go to high school. So we have all of that. We're going to be talking to him today. He said, "Mom, what you getting ready to do?" I said, "I want to record and talk a little bit on my new YouTube channel." So he said I wanted to be a part of it. And anything my son wants to be a part of that I'm doing, I'm excited. So we're going to welcome him. So today we're going to talk about making the best of our time. Making the best of our time, Jonathan. You know, we deal a lot with time management, making sure that what we do count because we're busy. We have a lot going on between school and church and, football activities. So I always stay on him to make sure that he is managing his time properly. So, Jonathan, did you know that there are 1,440 minutes in a day?
No.
Yeah. There is quite a few minutes in a day. So it is important that we manage our time correctly, because sometimes we'll say we don't have time to do things for ourselves or take care of things that need to be taken care of. But we really do have the time. We just have a lot of wasted space. What are some of the things that you like to waste your time throughout the course of the day on?
Well, if I know I have to work out, I would sleep. Watch Netflix and play my video game.
Right. And some of that's wasted time. Yeah, some of that's wasted time. So what I'm trying to get him to do is structure his day to make sure that he's making the most of his time. It's important to take care of yourself. It's important to, if you notice, we're taping again in the bathroom. This is my very favorite room in my house. The very first thing I did when I bought this house and I got the key, I came over here and I took a shower, and I took a bath in the garden tub because I love my garden tub. So that was the very first thing. I love soaking, and I spend a lot of time in my bathroom. And so he decided to follow me in here. But it's important that we find time for ourselves throughout the course of the day, because we do a lot of things for a lot of other people, but you have to make time for yourself, right?
Yes.
So even he likes his alone time. He likes his downtime. Usually when we get home after a long day, we kind of all go to our separate quarters. And, I have a daughter as well. And she goes to her room, he goes to his room, I go to mine. And we just kind of wind down a little bit. And then we all meet up and play in the middle. So let's talk a little bit about time management with football, John. How's that coming?
Nice.
It's coming nice.
Yeah.
So my son has a personal trainer because we're getting ready for high school football. And his name is...
Russell.
Russell. So Russell has been working the dog stuff out of my son. Good job, Russell. Good job. Because he's pushing him towards greatness. He knows that there is a lot in him. And he is pushing him to discover his strengths and to help him strengthen his weaknesses. And that's what a good trainer should do. So let's talk a little bit about time. So you train about 3 times a week.
Yeah.
How long is your sessions?
Like an hour.
Like an hour. So it's about an hour a piece. Now that ain't got nothing to do with what his daddy got him doing after Russell. But Russell just gives him good guidelines and help him with strength training, management, cardio. Kind of give him the tools that he needs to make sure he's effective, because my son was a preemie. Talking about time. He came home a month early, surprised everybody, but it was a good surprise. He ended up being born April 30th, which is also my grandfather's birthday. So that was pretty special for us. It took about 27 and a half hours of labor. You talking about time for him to get here. He decided that he wanted to. That is long. That's over a day.
That's not long.
It's long when you're in pain.
That's not long.
So the mothers on the channel, compared to your Auntie Angie, oh yeah, she was in labor for a few days and still had to have a C-section. He's my C-section baby. So is my daughter. They made me have a C-section with her because of the time in between them. It's about 2 years. So, 27 and a half hours later, and up pops my beautiful son. Now, he's a little tan now because he's been in the sun a lot with football, but he's pretty bright compared to my chocolate. But I think he looks, like me. Though he gets along, he looks like his daddy, but it's okay. It's okay. I still think he looks like me. All right, so he took his time getting here. He came a little early, and then he decided to slow down. So once he came out, we had some issues with his breathing because his lungs weren't fully developed. He had a lot of issues with breathing. It was a little touch and go there at first, but God made a way, and he's fully delivered and healed and recovered, and he's able to play. But we just have to make sure we keep him strong, and just monitor that breathing and all that stuff, make sure everything's good. Sometimes he, has chest pains, but that might be just, conditioning and stuff. So we just kind of monitor him and make sure he's cool. But so far, so good. We haven't had any major issues since he's been playing sports. It's been a good ride. What you think?
It's been pretty nice, but I got injured the last 2 seasons.
You did?
He got injured
at the last game of both seasons, so he suffered a couple of injuries.
So this last one, I only got injured because of growing pains. My niece was hurting the whole season. And the last time, I wasn't paying attention, and then somebody ran past me real fast and swept my arm back, and my arm was hurting. I couldn't snap. So right shoulder, right here.
Oh, tell the people what position you play.
I play defensive line and center.
He plays defensive line and center.
I started center for 2 years. I played center my first year, and I was 7th grade.
Is that something that you ever thought you knew how to do?
I was gonna play it 1 year and might, but then that didn't happen. I stuck with defense. And I haven't had a bad snap during the game.
Yeah, he's pretty good at snapping ball. We were all really kind of shocked, but his hands are so. Oh yeah, baby, his hands. Okay, I'm an adult. He's 13 going to 14. This is like the size of his hand. It's ridiculous. So he's always had huge hands and huge feet. What size shoe you wear?
I wear size 12. I can wear a 12 and a half. But I can't.
Yeah.
I'm size 12.
It goes down over here. He's pretty big for his age. He's a big boy.
I'm not fat. I'm just solid.
He's solid. He's solid. He's a thick boy, but he's always had huge hands.
I don't have no rules.
And huge feet. So we knew he was gonna be a big boy. His dad's, really tall and a big guy. So he's just taking after his father. But wanted to talk again about that time management. So because of your persistence and your hard work, 1 year, which year was it? You won Defensive Player of the Year?
I was 8 years old at the time. It was I believe it was 2013 and 2014 season. Yeah, I got defensive MVP. I was playing defensive end, and I was making sure everybody didn't jump off sides, making sure everybody was on the line, and yeah, I was calling some plays, but I didn't call a lot. They had left that to the linebackers. So.
Very cool. So he has been on quite a few championship teams. He has, you guys went to World of Sports, right? With Pop Warner. That team went all the way. 2015, they went all the way to the finals. They lost the last game.
Yeah. It was Forest View Steelers.
That was heartbreaking. Junior Pee Wee. And that was a heartbreaker. They had won like every game, I think, up until that point. They lost. They dropped the big game. So, but it taught him lessons. It teaches you how to persevere. And that next year he came back as a stronger player because he had been somewhere that others had not been. So what he told his teammates carried more weight because he had been somewhere for the next team that they had been. So it was a good thing. He's played, a couple parts, Pop Warner, Unlimited. He's been around, so I'm proud of him. He works hard. He's a good student. We're making progress in things.
And I'm not disrespectful.
He better not be disrespectful. He's a good boy. We haven't had any behavioral issues with him. So God has blessed me with him. I didn't know what to name him, so I inquired of God and asked God what to name this little boy. And he said Jonathan. And I went, Jonathan? So I started looking it up because I wanted to know what it meant. And it meant, when I looked it up in Hebrew, it meant one that was joined with God. And he talked about that relationship that Jonathan and David had. And that's the Jonathan that God gave me. So, yeah.
Yep, and I'm glad God gave my mama the name Jonathan. Because she was going to name me Sebastian after the crab on The Little Mermaid. And
Not
she said,
after him. I just like the name. I love the name Sebastian.
And my nickname for her was gonna be Bassy.
Bass.
Bass.
I thought it was cute.
That is a terrible name.
Bass is cute. I thought Sebastian is. Oh, I still love that name. If I get a dog, I'm probably gonna name him Sebastian.
And I'm gonna name him Bandit.
Bandit.
R.I.P. the Bandit.
That was his dog that died. So, again, we talked pretty good. Anything else you want to talk about? Oh, high school choices. So, our top schools are?
Our top schools are Trinity Christian Academy School, First Coast, and Rains right now.
Very good.
William Rains High School.
So we've kind of been narrowing some things down, kind of working with Trinity closely because that's his first choice. We want to make sure that, we pray about it and seek God and see if that's what's best for him, because they have a very good football program, but they have a good academic program as well. So you all be in prayer with us because Jonathan is getting ready to go to high school. Woohoo! Yeah. So we're talking about time getting away from us. So he's getting ready to turn 14 April 30th. And I am preparing to turn 40. Hey, this year in August. Yeah, 40. I cannot believe that I'm getting so old. But God has taught me so much in this time frame. It's like, it's been a...
You're not getting old. Well, besides the gray hair.
I'm getting some grays, but I'm letting them show. Let me see if
you still look the same.
I got a few grays up here, y'all, but I do. I still look the same. I'm aging backwards. Yes, I am aging backwards, y'all. I'm getting better with age. It's that wine theory. And you better pray you age backwards when you get old and keep all the hair you got. Start thinning on you. It's a family trait. It's a family trait.
I'm not gonna be like Granny.
That's my son. So we have a lot that we're always doing, and they work with me closely in ministry. Tell the people what you do.
I play the drums.
He plays the drums to face all the way in. He plays the drums for our ministry, and my nephew plays the drums and the keyboard as well. I'm telling y'all, I'm going to put a clip in and let you all hear these young men play these instruments. They are self-taught, and God just anointed them to play, and he has really blessed their gifts. So I've been praying continuously that God continues to add for them. My nephew's beginning to play a lot more for, some local celebrities in Jacksonville, as well as some traveling celebrities, gospel music industry. He's getting out there, so we'll keep tabs on him as well. I've been encouraging him to do a YouTube channel as well, and just kind of letting people know that you're here. We just want to help people. We want to get better ourselves, and the more the merrier. We want to take along with us. So again, we want to talk about time and how we tell ourselves that we don't have enough time, but we have enough time because just me and my children, I know we get a lot done throughout the course of a week. We have a lot going on, but we find time to do what we need to do. So let's make sure we find the time to take care of ourselves. Like when this video is over, I'm getting ready to get in the tub and I'm going to soak, because that's what I like to do. And I'm not going to apologize for taking care of me. I love spending time with me. I love facials and massages, and that's me. I ain't going to apologize for it. I love, don't I? Don't I love massages?
Spending time with me.
I love spending time with, look where you are.
I'm your favorite child.
You're my favorite son.
Child.
Son.
Child.
He's my favorite son. I only have one. So we're going to go ahead and get ready to get off and let you all go. But just make sure that you remember that you have the time to do what you need to do. It's all in how you manage your time. Make sure you take time to be good to yourself and good to those that you love. From Inspired Moments, have a good day or evening, because it's nighttime.
Yeah.
It's nighttime. So you all have a good night. Rest well. And wake up in the morning and tell yourself you're going to do something amazing with your 1440 minutes.